Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. So in this video I'm just going to quickly show you guys how to replace the spark plugs and the ignition coils on your Audi A3 S3 AV. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to try to make this kind of a quick video. So without further ado, let's get on with it. So first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to remove this cover. So I had already kind of popped it off, so just gotta set it to the side. Okay, so now that it's off to the side, so you have your ignition coils right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, pretty much what you're gonna do is you're gonna want to disconnect these right here. You're just gonna push down on the tabs. They are a little hard, so you are gonna have to probably use a flathead screwdriver or something to push it in and pop it off. So it's kind of hard to do that with the with me holding the phone, so I'm going to put it down, but you're pretty much going to do that for all 4 of them. And yeah, then I'll show you the next step right after. All right guys, so as you can see, let me have a closer look. I had already popped them off. They're all off and ready to go. So you don't really have to disconnect the harness or anything. I mean, they are a little kind of, I guess, hard or something. It's a little weird on these cars, but yeah, you're just gonna want to like pull them off and like push it back to the side, kind of like, yeah. So as you can see right there, you see it's kind of hard to do it with just one hand, like I said. But anyway, the next step you guys are gonna want to do is you're gonna want to undo this nut right here. It holds the ground to the ignition coil. So there's 4 of them, the same, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're just gonna undo that nut right here at the top, and then once you undo that nut, you're gonna just set the ground wire, which is this, to the side. And then there's gonna be one more bolt slash nut that you're gonna take off. It's kind of a weird design on these vehicles, but yeah, you're gonna take that off. Same thing, there's 4 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4. And once you take those 4 off, then you'll be able to pull the ignition coil out. So again, like I said, it's a little hard to do with me holding the phone. So let me just go ahead and do that, and then we'll continue on. All right, guys, so I just undid the nut that holds the ground together. So pretty much, yeah, as you can see, it's they're loose now. So what you want to go ahead and do is go ahead and take them off by hand and just set them off to the side. I usually set them up on the cowl right there. Want to be careful not to lose these because it does happen. Also, one thing that I did forget to mention, sometimes these things are like over tightened. So what will happen is, instead of the nut just going loose, the whole thing will loosen, even the bottom nut slash screw, which means that you'll have a hard time taking this nut off, because it's just going to be wiggling around and it won't come loose. So what you want to do with that is get a thin wrench, or like some type of pliers to hold that down, and while you untighten that. So that would be like the only advice I'd have for you on that. Okay, so there we go. And then, like I said, you just grab your ground wires and put them off to the side. And then pretty much, like I said, just lastly undo that. Like I said, all 4. All right. And then that's pretty much it. Then you could just undo these by hand. Same thing, I just set them off to the side. Sorry, it's because it's a little hard to do just one hand. Okay, this might still need a little more loosening, feels like. And that's it. So they're all there up there, like I said. And then pretty much you just want to pull them up. They'll come right off. Like I said. Alright, so you're pretty much going to do that with all 4 of the ignition coils. Like I said, this is a little hard to do with just one hand, but yeah, you see, you just pull them up. They will have a little bit of pressure. But yeah, you just pop them off. Last one, and then that's it. And then so pretty much you're gonna also need a ratchet with a spark plug socket. It is a 5/8, and then here's gonna go in there and take them off. So all right, so now that we have our ratchet in there with our 5/8 spark plug socket, what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna just untighten it. Let me see if I can position this camera in a little better angle where I could actually use both hands. All right, guys, so this is the best that I could kind of do at the moment. So yeah, like I said, you're just gonna untighten it. And then do the same for all of them, all 4 spark plugs. Oh wow, that one was really tight. Alright, and then pretty much what I like to do once it's already like loose, I like to take off the ratchet and just do it all by hand. Makes it easier. And there we go. All right, so, and that's pretty much it. So that's how you take off the spark plugs. All right, guys, so pretty much after you finish installing the spark plugs, you know, everything's gonna be go back in the reverse order that you did it. So what I'm gonna do is instead of explaining, I'm just gonna, since I already explained everything, I'm just gonna kind of like just leave it on play for you guys so you guys could just kind of get the gist of it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just reverse order and you're good to go. All right.